What the fuck? Then I'll settle down there. Russell's already in here. What's up, Russell? What's going on, dude? Big chillin'? Hell yeah, me too. Just gonna do a little live for a minute. Just random live. Worked all night last night down by the Ritter. Oh yeah. Down there in Louisiana. That's where my stepdad, Mo's stepdad, grew up. D. Ritter. Question of the night: have the babies crawled out yet? The babies that we cut, that you was here, what, a week ago? Not even a week ago? Yeah, 2 of them didn't make it, and 3 of them crawled out. 3 of them crawled out. Looks like I need to put some more water in there with them. Yeah, 2 of them they was iffy in the egg already, and then sure enough, cut them, remember we cut them, and then a couple of days later we checked on them and they were dead. So nothing crazy, but I think we did hit 1 banana out of there. Tino, settle down, dude. Shit. I'm gonna grab them real quick. See what they look like now. Of course, they haven't shed yet. That's a good looking mystic right there. Mystic something. And this banana mystic came out really badass. Banana mystic, spot nose probably. It looks terrible right now because it's in the shed. Still hasn't shed out, but that's a cool looking snake right there. And the other one's just a pastel spot nose or something. Deep in shade. So a couple more babies. I fed all the other hatchlings too. A lot of them got their first meals today. I think a lot of them actually ate too. I need to check. I need to double check everybody. Yo, I like that one. Yeah, it was pretty. That banana mystic something, probably spot nose. Jennifer says she needs the banana. Ella, we don't have a mystic or a spot nose. Yeah, definitely need one. Bananas are cool. Of course, like I said, I fed the hatchlings. And looking at that banana yellow belly that we hatched that other clutch. Banana yellow belly something. It's badass. Still looking so bright and beautiful. I wonder if it ate. Spot nose is a cool gene by itself. Mystic's badass too by itself. Dark. Damn, my kids are loud, y'all. I'm inside the reptile room right now. I can hear them inside the house. Well, that one still ain't ate. This one still ain't ate. A couple of them ate. The ones that I checked. Gotta clean everybody tomorrow too. How's the ambient temps going with this cold? It's holding pretty steady right now. Of course, I gotta have two of the heaters on. Well, I got this one on 2. And then that one, the space heater, I got it on also. I don't have neither one of them on high, but I got both of them going. I got this one and then I got that one. So it's holding pretty good. I mean, it's 83 degrees in here right now. My little thermometer up there. So it's definitely holding pretty good. Of course, the room's insulated and all that good stuff. So yeah, this is we're still getting used to the ambient too. We've never really, I mean, we've never done it at all, and this is the first year doing it ambient. So I say first year, or first few months since we've been here. You know, since August. Tino he's loving it. Well, he spent the night outside about a week ago. I think it kind of fucked him up a little bit. I don't know how, what, me or Raven, one of us let him out by accident, something, I don't know. But Raven came out, or that next morning, she seen him outside sunbathing. And it got chilly that night. It was like in the damn 40s or 50s, whatever. So he was definitely enjoying the sun that next morning. Man, I love the Texas vibe. I'm from Florida. Your setup is awesome. How many animals do you have? Oh, shit. First off, Michael, appreciate it. From a Texas boy, I appreciate that. And I love Florida too, even though I've never really been. I got a good buddy, Matt, that lives over there. He'd be telling me all kind of shit. And of course, you know, the internet and shit these days, you can see a lot of stuff. But I think next year I think I'm gonna try to plan a trip to go to Florida actually. So I'm really looking forward to that. Gonna be a lot of fun. Hopefully, I actually want to go to that the Daytona show is the main show I want to go to. I'd rather go to Daytona than fucking Tinley or Pomona or all the other big super shows. I want to go to Daytona. And how many animals do you have? Oh man, you talking about animals in this room or animals in general? Because animals in general, I don't know if you want the answer to that question. Shit, in this room, Michael, man, shit. Probably about 300 something. At least 300. Probably at least 300. We got geckos, we got an iguana, we got tortoises, about 200 and, yeah, about 240, 50 snakes or something like that. I don't know. We got snakes all over here. We got snakes all in here. We got snakes all right there. Got some geckos. Got some iguana. Got some tortoises over there. Got more snakes on this side. All these racks are filled up. The incubator's got more snakes in them. So we got more damn animals in this room than your local zoo. But shit, and then on the outside we got rats. Of course, we breed rodents, you know, rats, mice, ASF. We got dogs. We got chickens. Russell said about 1,000 in the room. Yeah, yeah. In this room, man, it's probably about 300, 250 to 300. I haven't counted in a while. Kind of lost track of that shit. I see somebody didn't eat down there. I see a little rat crawling around. I mean, Michael, what do you got? You breed reptiles or animals or what? Can't forget the pig. Yeah, we got a pig. Of course, my daughter has a show pig. We got a real life zoo here at the house, man. I have 18 ball pythons working on double recessive stacking codoms. Well, hell yeah, man. That's the way to do it. I definitely think you got the right game plan going. Double recessive, stacking some codons in those double recessives. That's pretty cool. It took us a while. At first, we were just buying stuff that we liked. No real agenda. Not saying we got a big agenda now, but we definitely working on certain projects that are helping us build some cool stuff for the future. But when we had 18 ball pythons, we just had 18, and we didn't have nothing crazy. I had, definitely didn't have double recessives. We had a couple of recessives, of course, but they wasn't nothing crazy. I will say that I don't know how long you've been in the game, neither, of course. But when we started buying stuff, getting into the hobby, everything was fucking expensive. Like it was the peak. It was the peak of everything, so. One of the first big clown girls one of the first clown girls that had some codoms and a recessive in it. Shit, she was like fucking $1,400-$1,400, And that's a lot of money to us, we're not rich around here, so. But that's pretty cool, yeah. Like the ball pythons, yeah. That's all. The ball pythons will always be our main thing, but we do also have. I'm excited to work. Of course, this year we produced our first corn snakes. In the future, we're gonna work with some bull snakes. The bull snakes are probably one of my favorites, to be honest with you. And I love my ball pythons, but the bull snakes are pretty badass. I've been on and off with ball pythons for 6 years. There you go. Or at least you're doing it the right way. I say the right way, but at least you're taking it easy and getting the shit that you need, because 6 years, I think we've really only been, I think it was 2018, 2019 when we started buying stuff. So we've been about 6 years too, and you can see we got a fucking problem, you know. The pie is still one of my favorites. You have which pie? The double recessive, my hypo pie. He's one of the few. We only have a few double recessive also. So my hypopod male, which hopefully he breeds good for me this year. I say this year, the end of this year, next year. You know, we was already pairing them back in the summertime, and then we moved, and now we've been kind of slacking on pairing since then. We are about to get it back rolling. Actually, me and Raven's been working on a couple of pairings, and the bright orange, the hatchling, the one we just hatched out a few weeks ago. What if it ate? If it ate, I won't get it out. But if it didn't eat, I'll get it out for you real quick. Okay, it ate, so I ain't gonna mess with her. I ain't gonna mess with her. She ate, so yeah, that one's pretty wicked. That's probably one of the cool, obviously the coolest pie we ever made. We have made a few before, of course. I'm gonna go through. Tomorrow I'll be cleaning snakes and watering snakes. Can't believe Raven said I could have it for $12. Shit. She knows better than that. I need to pick. I think I either might do the pied male or I might do a clown pairing. Maybe the pastel clown and a visual clown. I need to figure out something for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I forgot the 00. Well, that one technically, yeah. I mean, if it is what we think it is, which I think it is, of course. Yeah, it's about at least $1,000 snake. You know, 1,200. Yeah, if we were to sell it. Of course, I wouldn't sell it, but if we did sell it, it'd be at least 800 to 1,200 bucks, somewhere in there. Probably put 12 on it. Let somebody talk me down to 1,000. Just got an acid pastel clown female. Going to pair her with my clown inchy leopard banana male. Ooh. First off, that's badass. I love my acid stuff. We recently just got acid like in our collection about a year ago or so. I have acid het hypo and stuff like that. I love the acid stuff too. So that shit, Michael, you need to hit us up on Instagram and send me a damn picture of that. I bet that looks badass. Acid pastel clown. And then clown inchy leopard banana male. That's badass. I have a banana het clown female right up there. And I hope she goes for me next year to make some banana clowns. Cause back in the day I really liked them. Never bought one. And then I bought the banana het clown female. So hopefully, she was supposed to go this year. She didn't go. So hopefully next year she goes and gives us some clown babies. And of course, if they're banana clowns, they'll be females, hopefully, you know, of course. But that is badass. I bet that's badass. I recently kept a, what is it? Acid inchy yellow belly het pied male. I'm going to keep and put to one of my pied females and hopefully put acid in some pied stuff. Because I have it in hypo, or it's going to go in hypo. It's actually going to one of my banana hypo females too. So I will have some potential acid banana hypos next year. But I'm gonna put it in pod next. So as of right now, I just have it going in hypo and pod. Don't have any clown projects for it yet. You know, of course, not yet. I will definitely, yeah, go ahead and do that, man. That'd be pretty cool. I'm excited for my fire quad hat to get here next week from Cali. Yeah, just gotta check the. Just be wary of the weather, you know, shipping in the weather. You need to get you a mail for it, man. I know you're gonna put it to the. Well, I guess your mail you said you was gonna put it to isn't bad, but give it some time. Find you a damn quad hat, damn mail, too. A double recessive with the hats with some codoms in it. I love hypo. Yeah, hypo is one of my favorite genes. In a sense of putting it into everything. Of course, at first I slacked up on it, but you know, as you get more into it, you kind of learn the stuff that it kind of does and see the stuff that it does, you know. And I'm definitely a big fan of hypo. I wish I wouldn't have slacked on it at first, but we have hypo going in not a lot of stuff, but not a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff. If I could have it in everything, I would have hypo damn near in everything. Besides DG, unpopular opinion, I don't care for. I'm not saying it looks bad. I'm not saying it looks bad at all, but I don't care for it in DG. I don't care for the hypo in DG. I'm working on another project with an Ultramel het pod to a pinstripe orange dream het pod het Ultramel. Okay, yeah, that's a project we'll be working on. Maybe by this time next year. You know, growing up some hets and stuff, but some Ultramel pods and then Ultramel hypo stuff too. You know. And then I have a couple of triple recessives that are Ultramel pod hypos. So that's pretty cool. That'd be badass if you hit that. I have a pinstripe orange dream. Damn, she just ate too. I fucking pulled her out. But she's DG clown though. She's DG clown, not Ultramel. Or double hat DG clown, not DG clown. But do you have a bell to pair with? Not really. I mean, not for the quad heads that you're going for, or if you're going to use the quad head. Because you said what, hypo albino G stripe. What were the other two? Clown, albino G stripe clown. And what was the other one? IG is a TexasMadeMorphs. At TexasMadeMorphs, maybe 21. Fuck, I don't know. TexasMadeMorphs. You'll see the logo, the same logo that's on the channel right here. It should be the same. Yeah, that's the logo. I actually just logged out of it for the first time in like a year. I actually logged out of it like 2 nights ago and got back on my personal Instagram. But I can, you know, push the button and switch back real quick, you know. But I actually logged out of it the other day for the first time in forever. Checked on my old personal Instagram. I don't even get on it no more, you know, now that we got the snake business going, or going, flowing, whatever. But yeah, y'all let me know. Hypo stripe albino clown. Yeah. So I don't have any G-stripe stuff. I don't work with G-stripe. Don't work with albino. I work with the lavender albino, but it's a different line of albinism. Have some clown stuff. Hypo clown. I don't think I have anything good for you, Russell. I got clown pine. I don't have any albino. And then my Inchy ultra male pied hypo stuff. Yeah, like you said, your male that you was gonna use might be your best bet, you know, just because. Yeah, it's also het clown, yeah. It's either that or just take the time, you know. How big is the female? How many grams is it? If you got like a year or so or half a year to grow her up, well, then maybe you could hit up a couple of shows and find a male for her. Not sure yet, yeah. I mean, your male that you got that's het clown isn't bad, you know, obviously. But head to head, what do you got? 1 in 4, 25% chance, I think, to hit the visual clown. Yeah, I mean, if it's next year, then hit a couple of expos, surf the morph market, find you a male. Even if he's a young male, you know, if you got a year for the female, you can get the male up to size. You know, don't power feed it or nothing, but you can get the male up to size in a year. You know, feeding it decently good. To use your quad heads, you know, because if you don't use your quad heads, because even 100% het clown, 100% het clown, everything that you miss that's not clown is going to be 66%, which, you know, could go either way. And then everything else is going to be 50%, you know, pos het. So, which isn't bad, you know, of course, but if you're trying to keep stuff to hold and breed back, you have to, gosh damn fly, you have to shed test everything, you know. That fly is supposed to die, though. It's a big ass damn fly. We will be in Longview next month. Hell yeah. Our local, I say our local show, it's still about 45 minutes away, but an hour, but still representing for Beast, Texas, East Texas. The 903 to the 93 sticks. Yeah, it's been a couple of years since we've done Longview too. Looking forward to it now that we're close and local. And my buddy Matt from Florida, Michael, is going to be coming to stay the night here, or he's supposed to be, if he does a show. I think last show I seen him at up in St. Louis. He said he didn't know if he was going to do the Longview show. So hopefully if he does it, he's supposed to come by and spend the weekend, hang out, and spend the night here at the house, you know, save him a hotel room for the weekend. So, all right, y'all, hold on. I gotta answer this message real quick. If I disappear, I'll come right back. Hold on. Is everybody back? Everybody still here? Yeah, Longview is not the greatest show, but it's still a cool show. Still a big, you know, big herp show. You know, it's got a lot of vendors, a lot of variety. So, good little show. You know, especially for a small town show. You know, Longview's big to my hometown, but technically it's a small town. Yeah, Dallas, NRBC in March. It's gonna be real badass. You and Jennifer are gonna trip out on that shit. Unfortunately, I'll be going there by myself, which kind of sucks. Not because I gotta go by myself. Well, I mean that kind of sucks too, but of course. But I gotta miss Rosalind's big show. It's gonna be Rosalind's show for her 4-H FFA is gonna be that weekend, so I'm actually gonna miss it, which I wouldn't miss it for another show. If it wasn't NRBC, I would cancel any other show just to go to her show. So You have a dream reptile pet. Ooh, oh, that's Marcos in the building. What's going down, Marcos? Dream reptile pet. Technically, yes and no, but yes, definitely. I don't know. Dream reptile pet. I definitely wanted a monitor back in the day, and I still do, to a certain extent. That's why I say yes and no. Because I definitely want a big, beautiful setup for a monitor. Um, with a big old cage and fucking all the legit shit. Kind of like a zoo exhibit. It's fucking huge. Like half this fucking room. Type shit. For a big old monitor. So yes on that end, but no. And eventually, I had the land to do it. I had the land to build one, even cage it in and fucking heat it up if I have to. Because we are in Texas, it does stay hot most of the time, but uh, we do get cold in the wintertime. So something like a big monitor, even a big beautiful iguana. We do have a Mexican spiny tail iguana, but they don't get really big. I would like one of those big, what do you call them? The big iguanas, the one that get beautiful and big. Something like that, and I know the iguana is a little bit more chill than the Asian monitor, but a type of monitor in general. Even the tree monitors, I like the tree monitors are badass. I really like them. Let me know when you guys come down to Florida. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Like I said, hopefully, if everything works out, maybe sometime next year, maybe sometime in August actually. Because when I go to Florida, I want to take like a week. I want to do some shit. I want to go to the Daytona show. I want to spend some time. I got to spend at least one day fishing because I like to fish. I have been slacking on fishing. I don't really fish as much as I used to, of course. Having young kids and all the animals and work and stuff like that. So I don't really have a whole bunch of time to fish like I used to. Um, but I got to spend one day fishing. I got to spend a day or two at the Daytona show. And then maybe a couple of days at least, doing some of the sightseeing. I told my buddy Matt that I want him to take me out herping, go out there looking for some stuff, do a couple of videos of us out there in Florida catching some shit, Doing good. That's cool. Me, a rhino iguana. Yeah, rhino iguana. I would definitely love that too. About the same, like I said. I would really love a rhino iguana too. Kind of like that, a big lizard. So rhino iguana would probably be I'd probably pick that up a monitor, but at the same time, decent sized monitor. That's why we ended up getting tegus there for a while. We only have one now, but we did have several tegus there for a while. And we substituted the monitors for the tegus, because they're a little bit more chill, At least Tino is. The other ones were kind of assholes. But definitely Ronnie gonna be up there with the dream pet for sure. What's up, Marcos? How you been, man? I think that's a different Marcos, Russell. That's a different Marcos. He's not the Texas Marcos. Marcos, you're up there in Hey, forgive me, dude. I know you tell me every fucking time, but you're up there close to Chicago and shit, right? Wait, am I thinking about the right one? Michigan. Am I thinking about Michigan? I should remember this. I feel like an asshole right now. I'm sorry. I saw the Dave Kaufman video. He's in Dominican Republic. I live in Northern Illinois. Yeah, Northern Illinois. Yeah, I know he was up there somewhere. Yeah, I haven't watched Dave Kaufman's video when he was down there in the Dominican Republic. I've been slacking actually on watching any YouTube videos actually. Uh, like I said, with the move and stuff, y'all, I've been playing catch up and just been so busy. It's like every time you turn around, there's something else to do. Playing catch up. I'm still playing catch up in here. I have several tubs I need to like clean and put new Repti chip in and all that good stuff. I've just been fucking slacking. So I've been slacking on my YouTube videos also. So I definitely need to watch some of Dave's stuff. I'm not a huge fan of Dave Kaufman, but I do like his stuff in the sense of I like his filming for one, and then just his traveling and stuff that you get to see on some of his videos. Herping is cool up here. I live near a reserve and I catch box turtles, corn snakes, and coach whips. There you go. That'd be badass, man. Yeah. So what part of Florida do you live in? I mean, obviously by a reserve somewhere, but that's pretty cool, man. I have to hit you up. Maybe we go damn herping one time. I've never been truly herping. So I got buddies that do it all the time. I've had a couple of chances, or at least one good chance from my buddy at Little Shop of Horrors. He tried to take me out, or gave me the opportunity to go with him one time. I couldn't really fit it into the scheduling. It was actually the week of NRBC, so I had to go spend it was like, overnight, it was a good little trip, 5-hour trip. Was gonna go down there close to the border between Texas and Mexico. So it was about a 5-hour trip. I just didn't have time to make it happen. So definitely slacking on that. Uh-oh. The boss lady's coming in. Y'all quit talking shit. Chicago Heights is the name of the town. Chicago Heights. Hell yeah. Stuart, Florida, but in the town of Hobie Sound, next to the beach. Oh. Right there by the beach, huh? Shit. We can go herping and fishing, kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
You only got 3 people in here?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Me and my 3 people are chilling and talking.
I'm just asking, damn it. I'm gonna leave.
We're not famous around here. Raven, what's up, young lady?
Surviving. Tired. Cold. According to Jennifer, we need a, what was it called? A, Highland cow.
Is that one of the miniature ones?
Yeah.
Like that lady
fluffy.
had?
She even said she'd groom it for us.
Like the lady had over there?
I guess.
I sent you a video of her walking, remember? Miss Amanda.
I think those are Highland cows. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that thing's like $20,000. Michael said hi, Raven. He's from Florida. He actually just sent us pictures on Instagram. Hey, pull him up.
Oh, is that who?
Yeah.
Who's on Instagram?
Yeah. And follow him back. Say he's working on some cool shit.
No, put him on. Uh-huh.
I feel bad for people who can't see. Because y'all just can't see or what? Your eyes don't work?
Your eyes are about to not work.
My eyes work. I put a fucking drop of bleach in my eye one time and it fucking still works. Like out of a fucking eye drop bottle my buddy had. When you're teenagers, you're dumbasses. Everybody can agree with that.
I think I followed him back.
I put a fucking drop of bleach in my eye.
Let us know if I followed you back, if that was the right person.
What's his name? You got a business name or was it just under Michael? What is it? Michael Blanca? Blanca?
Top one?
Yeah.
He said he sent us pictures?
Yeah, he's got an acid, what was it? Acid clown, acid inchy clown? Wait. Holy shit, that's badass. What was that? The acid, what? The acid clown. What's it got in there? That's the one he's gonna pair it to. Yeah, that thing is badass. I think it's the acid doing it. What did he say?
Which one of y'all is sending me pictures of the damn Highland cows?
Acid pasta. That thing's $1,200.
It's cheaper
Acid,
than Harley.
acid pastel clown. The banana clown looks badass too. I know, I got snakes cost more than that shit. Ain't that fucked up? A lot of good taquerias by me. Oh yeah, I bet so, huh? Chicago neighborhood, they got a strong Latin community up there. Latin American community. I think it's got to be the other one is, well, I guess California. Texas, California, Illinois. Probably got the highest densities of vatos up in it. What you mean? That's just, what is that? That just means we paid to see your goofy ass laugh ass. That's all, Jennifer.
What's in the Highland cows?
Oh, seeing, talking about with the eyeballs. No business yet, but I have a name I'm thinking about. Methodical mutation. That's pretty cool. I like that. Methodical mutation. It's got a good catch to it. Methodical mutation. I like it. Yes, sir. Yeah. So we got Illinois, we got Texas, we got Florida in the house. That's pretty cool. I was on a few. Man, last time I went live, we had like damn 20 people. That was during the day too.
People are in bed.
People are not in bed. It's 8:30. What time do y'all people go to bed? Marcos, what time you go to bed? Michael, what time you go to bed?
They're gonna help us build a fence if we get the Highland cow.
We're not getting a Highland cow. Michael just put us. Wait, was it Michael? Somebody just asked. We have like 700 fucking animals here. Okay.
Not really.
We don't. Horse yet.
No horses.
Palomino. Russell said 10. Russell, I don't believe you. She was texting me the other day at fucking 12 o'clock. Talking about I get up at 2.
I need more coffee.
Oh, I can't wait. For the Tinley Park Reptile Expo in March, I go to bed at 11 p.m. with 12 a.m. Shit!
That's what time you've been going to bed.
I know. I usually go to bed early, but here lately I've been staying up till about 11 and 12.
I go to bed by myself. I get to enjoy the bed all to myself for about maybe an hour. Hour and a half. 2 hours. It's nice.
You take up the whole fucking bed anyway. You all sprawl.
Because I'm cold and then I'm getting warmth from you because you sleep right in front of the heater.
And then she scoots over on my side of the bed and she doesn't move for the rest of the night.
You complain when I sleep on the edge of the bed.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to bed at 10. Yeah, Russ, I used to go to bed, shit, like 9:30, 10 o'clock, I'd be in bed. Wouldn't be asleep maybe, but I'd be in
2
bed.
dogs, 1 cat, 1 bearded dragon, and 1 corn snake plus 18 ball pythons.
Michael, those are rookie numbers. You gotta get those numbers up. No.
We have what? 300 snakes?
At least, probably 3. I'm just kidding, Michael, by the way.
300 snakes, 33 chickens.
2 dogs. 3 dogs.
2 dogs and a quarter.
No, we got 3 damn dogs.
2 and a quarter dogs.
Yeti has a bigger soul than the rest of them.
Yeti is an idiot.
Yeti's a fucking pimp.
1 tegu. 2 geckos. 2 tortoises.
An iguana.
Spiny tail iguana. 3 leopard geckos. 3 bull snakes.
You know, you were talking about the kids being loud earlier. You sure it wasn't just Raven being loud? She was probably helping.
When?
I could hear y'all from all the way in here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I stay up late and dread it in the morning. Well, don't we all? Don't we all?
Right now.
I'm going to handle Medusa and my corn snake today after dinner once I get off work at 10 p.m. Now, where you work at, Marcos? What do you do? And a partridge in a pear tree. And a partridge in a pear tree. I don't know what that means.
And a partridge in a pear tree. It's like the damn, like the Christmas song, a partridge in a pear tree. I was naming off all the animals, and he goes, and a partridge in a pear tree. Oh yeah, 2 Quakers. 2 Quaker parrots.
Yeah, we got 2 birds too, man.
Yeah, there we go.
I fucking set that.
And a partridge in a pear tree. There we go.
Oh shit. I still don't get that metaphor. I wish I did though.
Google the song and listen to it.
I'm not good on that.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me blah 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 blah. And it counts down from 12 to 1. The partridge in the pear tree is being the 1.
I ain't heard that song since 07. Smoke shop at Dalton. Oh, smoke shop? Yeah.
No, you don't go to smoke shops anymore.
I know. I used to smoke weed, y'all, but I don't smoke anymore. I used to smoke my whole damn life, basically, until about 5-6 months ago. 4 months, 5 months. Russell laugh. I wish I could have more, but I get burned on dealing with the rodents every day. You're hitting the fucking button right on the head, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Rodents. Yeah, if we count the rodents individually, we got thousands of animals. I spent about, I started at about 8:30 this morning to, 12:30 morning. By the time I fed snakes and everything, it was 1:32. I mean, I spent probably about 5 hours a day cleaning rodents.
You got a rodent in that bottom tub, don't you?
Yeah. That clown doesn't eat. I got a few of them. Something in my little.
You need to make sure you get them all out.
I know what you mean on that shit, though. The fucking rodents is kind of got me.
You know me, I don't steal the library. Night, Val. Jasmine, be quiet.
But of course, I only clean my rodents about every 2 weeks. So I don't do like everybody else and clean them every week. But of course, mine aren't terrible. If they're real terrible, I clean them sooner. But for the most part, they'll survive about two weeks. We sell hookahs too, yeah. I recently quit tobacco too, man. I quit everything basically. I smoked weed, I smoked cigarettes, drank beer. I drink a beer still every now and then, but I'm hitting the clean box, man. I'm 31, I got fucking gray hair coming in. I fucking partied like an animal for the past fucking 14 years of my life, 15 years. I gotta chill out for a little bit. Try to live a little bit longer. Maybe. I really don't give a fuck, but I'm a landscaper, grass grows, seasonal in Florida, LL, but I would love to do reptiles full time. Yeah, it's kind of hard. That's cool, by the way. I'm a contractor, so I do a little bit of everything. I've done everything. I fucking roofing and painting is the main things I focus on now since I've started my own business. Now that we moved back up to East Texas, I grew up in East Texas. Then when I got out of high school, I went to South Texas and lived on the beach. I lived on the beach also for several years in a camper. Fucking bacheloring it up, you know, just working, making money, fishing, drinking, smoking, you know, living the good old life at work. I did a little bit of everything, so I get you with the seasonal shit too, because most time, you know, during winter time and shit, our work would slow up a little bit, and I'd always spend Christmas like broke, you know. But it's kind of hard to do reptiles full time unless it's not hard, but you just have to go about it the business way, you know. You have to do it smart, kind of like you're doing with some good recessives. You got to invest some good money up front, and then work the projects in a right way to where you can make money off your investment by the time you grow them up. Because if you buy a snake for 2 grand right now and you got to grow it up for 3 years, by the time you breed that snake, well, that more for them genes have probably gone down, in 3 years. So even if you get that same snake, you could even possibly put another gene or two in that snake, and you still may not get your money back on, well, at least on a single snake. If you got a fucking 8 egg clutch, 10 egg clutch, well then hell yeah, you're gonna make money, of course, but it's not it's not as great unless it's just kind of tricky. And I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't do it full time. I would love to do it full time also. So I agree with you on that, Michael. I wish I could do it full time, but it's kind of tricky, kind of hard to do, especially right now because the market's kind of down. Good night, Raven. She just took off. Commercial electrician. What's up? Just got in from church. We're just hanging out, doing a good live, little live. I hope church was good. Like I said, that we recently moved back to East Texas. I need to get my family back in church and get the kids going to church regularly. I've been slacking. My adult life, I've been slacking. I grew up going to church, pretty often, pretty much every week, but I make sure I drink my coffee every morning before I start my day. Yeah, I do like coffee, but I'm not a huge coffee drinker like Raven. Raven likes her coffee. She's got to have it every morning, and she'll drink it. Not throughout the day, but she'll drink it all morning long and maybe lunchtime and shit. But I'm not huge on coffee. It don't really do anything for me. So I don't know if y'all just like coffee and it actually helps you wake up or it makes you feel less tired or whatever. I drink it for the flavor. I drink it for the flavor. I've never drank a coffee and I've never been tired and been like, hey, I need a coffee. Let me wake myself up with the caffeine. I don't feel that shit. I don't know why. Even energy drinks. I haven't drank an energy drink since I was fucking 19 or 20 years old, but they didn't do anything for me. It's not like I fucking had energy after I drank that motherfucker. I would just drink it for the flavor. I didn't drink a whole bunch of them. I've never been a fan of energy drinks. Caffeine, I'll get my caffeine from tea. I'm a sweet tea guy. I love my sweet tea. I've actually not really been drinking sodas neither. I mean, I will. Not like I'm against it. I drank a fucking Dr. Pepper the other day, but setting up for the Christmas thing for this coming Saturday. How was the show? Oh, that's pretty cool. At the church, setting it up. I actually just set my Christmas tree up about an hour or two ago. How was the show? You talking what show? The one in St. Louis? The NRBC in St. Louis? What do you think about Morph Market post about shipping? Yeah, what was it? You talking about the post where he said a couple people shipped anyway against their opinion to ship, or however you say it, against their recommendation to ship? Yeah, I don't know. I will say this, not a huge fan of Morph Market too much anymore. I mean, I still get on there pretty fucking often, of course, being in the business, you're going to get on there. But I think about a year or so ago, we kind of got away from Morph Market a little bit. Darian took over. I kind of like Darian, nothing against him. Of course, I've never really met him, talked to him in person, so I'm not going to sit there and bash the guy at all. He's probably a great guy, Dubia.com. I know he built his stuff up pretty good, so not hating on Darian at all, but I don't know, not a huge fan of Morph Market anymore. We have our own website, but it's currently down, but we are about to get that going again. So beginning of the year, hopefully, like I said, the holidays and all that shit right now. So beginning of the year, we're going to have our website back going and stuff, TexasMadeMorphs.com. And you'll see a lot of stuff that we have for sale, hopefully on there if we get it back rocking and rolling. But I do now on that post though, I will say I will agree on that. Some breeders don't need to be they're trying to stretch it. If you're looking at the weather and if it's kind of sketchy, I would never recommend you fucking shipping. The breeders that are trying to ship in fucking 20, 30 degree weather, 40 degree weather is still fucking dangerous. Especially this time of the year. This time of the year, you know, everybody's shipping shit, you know, ordering stuff. I don't think it's a good idea for you to ship any animal this time of the year at all. So just like my other buddy, he sells on Morph Market. He actually, a few weeks ago, he shut down his shipping. And you're not, if you buy something from him right now on Morph Market, you're not getting it until what, I don't even know what he said, end of January, February, March, whatever he said. Because everything's so packed up. It's cold most places. Everything's so packed up. You don't want your snake sitting in a box for 2 or 3 days in 30 to 40 degree weather. It's just not worth it, you know, for your sake and the animal's sake, you know, mainly. Yes, how is it? Next time may ask you to find some tortoises for me. Yeah, St. Louis was great. We love that show. It's a pretty cool show. Of course, it's a NRBC, so it is a national show. They do have some cool stuff there. I did see some cool tortoises. Seen a bunch of turtles. Didn't see a whole bunch of tortoises, but seen a bunch of turtles. But I will say that I did walk the show. But I didn't like walk it. You know, I didn't really get the chance to like soak everything in and see what everybody had. So it was kind of one of them shows where I was like, we had a busy day all day Saturday. We got there late Friday, didn't set up, showed up Saturday morning early, set at the table. By the time we finished setting up, doors were open. And then you got a crowd of people coming in, you're talking. Next thing you know, it's Saturday's gone. So we did a little bit of walking around Sunday morning when we had a little bit of time before the big crowd showed up. What kind of tortoises are you looking for? Yeah, the one I bought, I'm scared of the shipping. And now he said he is not guaranteed live delivery. See, that's not worth it. To me, I ain't gonna bash nobody because I don't know the guy, you know. But you don't guarantee live shipping. Don't fucking ship me the fucking animal. I'll say that straight up. Every time we've only shipped a couple animals in our life, and we guarantee live. Which, you know, don't get me wrong. I know it's kind of hard to do, but any breeder who half-ass cares and knows I say knows what to do. I'm not saying that guy don't know what he's doing, but they should guarantee live delivery. He's just trying to get it out and fucking not really caring. And if he's saying that he's not guaranteeing live, well, that means he probably knows he fucking shouldn't be shipping it. There's a possibility it could be dying. And if it dies, you're not getting your money back, and you're just eating that money you spent. So I bought the majority of my animals off of there except for one I bought at a show. But thank God I never got ripped off, but I did run across some shady people. And see, that's the thing too. Don't get me wrong, I love Morph Market and stuff too. I'm not, like I said, I'm not hating on it at all. There are some great breeders on there. Of course, obviously I'm friends with a lot of breeders that use Morph Market. So, but I will say you do have to watch out for shady fucking people. You don't know these people. If you're ordering from somebody that you don't know, then it's kind of, you're just fucking rolling the dice with it. You know, you're taking the gamble with it. So you don't know them. Animal could be sick, could be, you know, whatever the case. And I'm not saying that that's the case with most of them. Obviously, it's really not. But at the same time, and getting ripped off. You know, I've heard of some people getting ripped off on Morph Market or buying snakes in general. You know, over the internet. You know, getting it shipped or whatever. So it's just one of them gambles. You know, you're just taking people, trying to hope that thinking of the best of people. You know, hopefully no one does bad business. You know, and of course some of us are. We like to believe that everybody's cool and good. You know, but that's not always the case, of course. You know. But so and to add to that, I think several years ago when we started going to the shows and stuff a lot, because even before we vended the shows, we would go and walk around the shows and talk to people and see and travel to go see the show because we were still buying stuff and getting, buying our animals. So to me, I always like we love it, and I say I recommend it. I don't, I will recommend it, but I know it's not feasible for everybody. But I like putting my fucking hands on the animal and seeing the animal and looking at it, talking to the vendor, talking to the breeder, and then buying it, and saying, hey, yeah, this is a good looking animal. It looks healthy, this and that. And I know shit happens, You can't, sometimes it's hard to tell a sick snake or something, but I really don't want to get into the shipping when I get to that point. I want to do local pickup only. Yeah, because shipping is kind of sketchy. I have a whole box of shipping stuff right there. That's a whole box of shipping supplies, boxes, and insulation and all that shit. But not huge on shipping animals. I mean, I say I'm not huge on it. We've done it, and we've ordered stuff from. I think the furthest snake we ordered was from Montana. So that female right over there. Wait, is that car? Yeah, it's car right there. That snake right there came from Montana. So we've used it. I mean, we've shipped and we've bought stuff off the internet too, but it is kind of scary, when you think about it. Of course, This is my other channel. Yeah, all leopard tortoises. Yeah, y'all need to go subscribe to them. They make some good content. Leo and Mari. Yeah, Marie. Yeah. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but Leo and his wife. They hooked us up with our leopard tortoises actually. So we have our leopard tortoises from them, and I love them. I actually need some more. Y'all need to hook us up with some more leopard tortoises. But y'all go subscribe to our leopard tortoises channel. They have some great videos too, and awesome setup with some. How many leopard tortoises do y'all have now? I'm just generally curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But I'm just generally curious. Yeah, I have the leopard tortoises. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know if it was Leo or Mari. Had someone send me the sibling of a snake, but later fixed it, and I was able to keep them both. See, and that happens. I mean, mistakes happen, and if they make it right, then it's great, because that's what you're supposed to do anyway, Um, which a lot of people will too. They don't really send money back. It's kind of hard to send your money back in the sense of it. Um, I'm glad that they sent you the right snake and they let you keep the other one because it's hard for you to say, hey, ship it back to me, because if you're not used to shipping an animal, it could be kind of scary. Or I say scary, but could be done improperly. Of course, nowadays you can watch YouTube videos and shit, but at least they made it right. You know what I mean? I was able to keep them both. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Best way is to buy reptiles at the expo. That's where I bought Medusa. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm a big fan of buying the snakes at expos from breeders. I would say breeders that but not necessarily always breeders that of course, but at an expo, at least you can talk hands-on, spend fucking 20, 30 minutes at their table talking to them, kind of seeing what kind of, not judging, but, judging, getting a feel of them and seeing if they're worthy of buying from in the sense of it, you know what I mean? Best way to buy webtail. A lot of my animals came from Texas. Texas made. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Texas. What breeders from Texas did you buy from? You still have them? I just started hatching up to 15 hatchlings. There you go. That's pretty cool. I thought you had more than that. Shit. Could have swore one time y'all sent me a damn picture of an incubator with 700 of them damn things in there. That's awesome though. Yeah, we still have our leopard tortoises for sure. They ain't going nowhere. We'll have our leopard tortoises forever. Or, they'll probably outlive us probably. What's up? Marco's finally in the house. Look who shows up to the damn party. Shit. What's up, Marcos? Moonshine Morph Madness in the building. We have 26 adult leopard tortoises. Damn it, boy. That's a lot. They get what, about 40, 50 pounds or something like that? Chocolate OD het clown pair. Hell yeah. If they let you handle them, that's good because you can see if they are healthy. Yeah. And that's why us being vendors and breeders at the shows, we definitely let people hold. I know you do take a risk. We do make everybody Germ-X up before they hold our animals, of course. It's still always a risk, but it's something that I love doing because it gets people into the feel of it. And also, if that was me, I would want to hold the fucking snake. If I'm looking at eyeballing buying a snake, let me hold it. Let me touch it. It's Leo and Mary. I'm surprised you remember our names. Of course I remember y'all's names. Shit. I ain't that forgetful. I'm forgetful, but I ain't that forgetful. Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely remember y'all. For sure, ask questions to persons that you're buying from. If they get upset with your questions, they may not need your business. Exactly. Don't be scared to ask the questions. Spend the time. Make sure it's the right, especially if you're spending money. I don't really care the price of money, It could be a $50 snake. It could be a $500 snake. It could be a $5,000 snake. If you're spending money, giving them business, you have all the right to be comfortable with them, ask the questions, make sure it's a snake that you want, because snakes are a commitment, ideally a snake's going to live, 15, 20, 30 years, so it's a 20-year commitment at least, so especially, I mean, anything, like I said, I don't really care the price of the snake, in general. You have the right to ask questions, make sure they're comfortable with it, and the breeders that don't, I don't like it, And Marcos is a prime example, at the shows, if y'all seen him work, he's very involved. He'll sit there and talk to you, answer questions, give you knowledge on anything that if you're a newbie, if you're not a newbie still, same difference. Answering questions about that snake in general is the way to go, and that's why I'll always be a fan of buying snakes hands-on, Michael, it's funny you get yours from Texas. I've actually gotten 2 of mine from Florida. That's just a damn tight-knit community right here, ain't it? I've also gotten 4 from a breeder in Texas called TexasMadeMorphs. Representing. You need to come get some more. Marcos, where you at, Marcos? I tried to give Russell like fucking 4 or 5 snakes. He didn't want them. He said no. Ain't that some bullshit? Get on his ass, Marcos. Get on his ass, boy. Should have brought Mother Tea in here, man. Somebody text Raven and tell her to bring my tea. Rookie mistake. I've got to catch up with what I have right now. What? Nah, you got one coming in from California. You got a damn California damn snake coming in. Ain't that some bullshit? Californians. That's where it gets you too. Snake show up dead, you can't even drive to his house and beat his ass up. That's Jennifer's fault. No, don't be blaming your wife, man. Don't be blaming your wife. She bought it. Oh, you're talking about the quad head? Yeah. Don't be blaming your wife, huh? So you gotta be careful on Instagram. Alright, since we got a few people in here, what do y'all think? What would be a good one? Marcos, Moonshine. You know some of our stuff. 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We are about, well, roughly what, 22, 23 subscribers away from 1,000. I want to give something away just like everybody else does on YouTube. 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We'll fucking follow the crowd on that shit and give something away, you know. Of course, we'll do something to make you, you know, you got to comment on a certain video or whatever it is, you know. When I do that video, which I've been meaning to do it one of these days, because we're getting close. We're already at 20. Next time y'all go over Thanksgiving break, y'all should have grabbed your damn cousin's phone or your sister's phone and just fucking went to the YouTube channel and subscribed to this channel and get us up to 1,000, and we'll give away a snake, maybe 2 snakes, hell, maybe 3. You never fucking know. We need to find something though. I'm gonna think of something to give away. I got my Cypress Het Clown from Trinity Herbs from Farmville, Texas. Yeah, I've heard of Trinity Herbs. I've heard of them. Cypress Het Clown, that's cool though. I would like to see Cypress. I wish I only have a couple of Cypress. But they're not hit for anything. I got a Cypress Fire, Yellow Belly, Cypress Inchy, I think. I only have 1 or 2 Cypress. I'm putting it in lavender. I'm putting Cypress in the lavender albino. If that's the way we keep going. That was the pair earlier this year. Of course, she hasn't gone. So I think if we wait any longer, we're going to double check pairings, double down, and maybe switch some pairings. Lavender is hot. Yeah, I love lavender. I don't have any albino, but of course I have the lavender albino. So, yeah. And I'm actually finna put lavender into clown. I have a het female that we just got in St. Louis. What is she? A pastel spot nose. Pastel spot nose clown het lavender female. I don't have any lavender het clown males. If one pops up at one of the shows that we do here before long, I might scoop it up if the bank account lets me. But for the most part, I'm just gonna build the project myself. You know, I put a lavender male tour. Hopefully, we hit some lavenders. Of course, everything will come out 100% clown, and then we'll just breed back. Keep some of the hets, breed back. I got some clowns, albino pies, axanthics, and many more babies at the Herbs Austin show this weekend. Yeah, if anybody's in the area, Austin, Texas, Leander, Texas, y'all make sure y'all go see Marco. Oh, someone did text you. Who texted you?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Shout out to Jennifer and Russell. Hey, come on.
You fucking princess.
Princess.
Yeah, you fucking princess.
You cottonmouth. I don't know about princess.
Because you talk too much.
Hey. Cookie. Thank you.
Welcome.
You already take a shower?
Yeah.
It's a quick shower.
I didn't shave. It's still no shave November for me.
Jesus. Appreciate that. You got a cookie out of it too. But yeah, this weekend, y'all go check out Marco's at the Leander Herp Show. We were supposed to be there. Rosalind made us cancel. So we canceled the show.
No, I did not make them cancel.
Get out. Marcos, you got any quad hits? What was it? G-strap, albino, clown. Fuck, I already forgot the little. But they charge a lot for a table for a show. It depends the show.
Where the hell did you put my white PlayStation remote?
Didn't move it.
Bullshit.
Is it behind the bed on the little shelf?
No, it should be on the nightstand on your side of the bed. Where the hell did you put my white PlayStation?
I only moved it to the top or the bottom. That's all. Just,
Why you gotta move it? It was fine where it was on the bedside table with the black remote.
I had to move it the other day when I was filling up the room.
What? You didn't move the black remote. The black remote was on the bedside table.
You calling me racist?
Yes.
I don't know where it's at.
Where is it?
I didn't touch it. I ain't touched the damn PlayStation remote in fucking 7 months.
I know, because you don't play with me anymore.
Your PlayStation's been messed up.
Not for 7 months. Where's my white remote?
Go look for it, Rosa. If
Oh.
I go in there and find it.
It's not where I left it, which is on the bedside table next to the black remote.
Did you look in the vicinity?
Why would it have been moved? What did you do?
I moved the
Ain't
whole
nobody
bed
been
and
in my
everything.
room all day except for you.
You've been in the room apparently.
I was in there for like 30 minutes.
What?
I had an end of month meeting and the birds were being loud, so. And I actually had to talk, so.
Damn birds be sitting there talking shit, boy. Alright, yeah. I'm sorry. Michael's asking an important question right now. It depends on what show. At our local like herp shows and stuff, they're like $125, $150.
So there's only 2 shows, I believe, that are $150, and that's Conroe and Corpus Christi. Unless there's other ones, but generally, on average, they're $125 a table.
Well, he's in Florida, so. And then your big shows are gonna cost more. Like the national shows that we do.
And RBC is like $300 a table.
Yeah, one show is like $300-400. You know, electricity and all that.
Or if you try to do come and take it at Gonzales in Texas, just for a little box space, it's $300
You
for
could
a
have got a
table.
canopy. It might be worth it. Pull up to a damn meet and greet.
No.
I mean, a flea market.
I better find my remote.
Damn women, you know what I mean? Need to add a GPS A GPS, like the, I don't know what the fuck GPS stands for. Global Position System, or what the fuck's it stand for? Man, go find that white hairbrush. Not the remote. That's a good one. That's not bad. I can only imagine Tindy. Yeah, something like Tindy is gonna be, shit, 400 or 500, 600 bucks a table at least. I should ask my buddy. They bend it. I should ask them, but I've never really asked them. I think they're about the same, because it is it's in RBC, so. Oh, on the remote. Oh yeah. Well, it's the PlayStation 5 remote. She ain't even play. We ain't even play PS5 in fucking 3 months. Well, he's got a few triple hits. Try that down. He needs G-strap. What if John and them got any G-strap hits? Yeah, and the table cost, Michael, on some of the stuff, the table cost is just, just one of the expenses. So you kind of have to consider everything, You go vend a show, you got a table cost, a little bit of your prep stuff, obviously, once you buy, you keep stuff, really, your tablecloths, your table banner, all that shit, hotel, food, gas. You have to kind of consider a little bit of everything. So I think our average, we've never really averaged it out, but our average is at least every time we do a show, local, not a big show, because a big show is more, but a local show will at least $500 deep, 400 or 500 deep, just going to the show. By the time doors open Saturday morning, you're shit $400 or $500 deep. So it's one of them things it's cool to do. We enjoy doing it in general. You kind of have to pick and choose if you're going there trying to make money, for sure. But you also give yourself that opportunity, though. So you can be on Morph Market, you can have your own website, but somebody's still going to come across your page and do it. And generally speaking, most shows you get, at least 1,000, several thousand, of course, people coming by. Only at your small shows you may not get that many people, but still you got a lot of people coming by your table, several hundreds of people coming by your damn table, and you have that opportunity to fish them in, be a good breeder, a good influence in the community of, hey, look, buy this, that, just talking to them in general. Even if they're not gonna buy a snake from you, you can still educate people and all that stuff. So table cost, electricity, Wi-Fi, hotel, gas, food, yeah, you got to consider everything, doing a show is a little bit of a, I'm not gonna say investment, of course, but it is a little bit of a cost at, doing it, At a show, you get to talk to folks interested in reptiles. That's the coolest thing, So at the end of the day, like someone like me, for instance, in my family, I probably have my brother's cool. He's never really my brothers never came in here and helped me do anything, or clean snakes or feed snakes, of course, but he's not huge on them, but he doesn't hate on them. He's not huge on them, but he doesn't hate on them. Everybody else in my family, they don't care for reptiles, snakes, none of that shit. So it is cool going to the shows because you see and talk to a lot more people that are kind of like us, a little bit. I ain't gonna call us weirdos because I don't see that it's weird. I'm a fucking animal lover, and these exotics, these snakes and stuff, they're just fucking cool to me. I like it, So I hate when people say, "Oh, us weirdos" and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I think you're a fucking weirdo for not liking all animals. That's awesome. I want to reach that level one day and do a show. It would actually be a dream. It ain't that hard, man. You get, once you the main thing, I guess, it's not the main thing, but one of the things is just having the stock. Once you breed, you get you several clutches. It's a good avenue to get rid of some of your unwanted snakes that that you want to sell. That you don't want to keep or hold back. Uh, for one, for two, like Marcos just said, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Period. Of course, we've had several shows that we didn't make money. We've had one or two. We've had a couple of shows we didn't sell anything. So we just basically spent $500 and went and had a good time for the weekend. Which is fine for us because we enjoy it. We love it. Um, wouldn't trade it for anything. I wouldn't have really wanted to spend that weekend doing anything else. It is fun. You get to be in the atmosphere the whole weekend. You get to be behind the table talking to people. Um, People come by your table, check it out, talk to you. It's one of our favorite things, and that's why we still continue to do it. And we'll always do it. Continue to do it. Like I said, sometimes it can be a financial burden, but it's really not. In the sense that you'll see Tina. We just enjoy it. It's fun time, and the first time you do it, you'll kind of be hooked because it is fun. Yeah. Also, being at a show, you can go look at other tables when it's slow. Yeah, and that's what I mean. You're in the atmosphere all weekend. So if you just go to the show, well, hey, you might spend the day, you might spend 3 or 4 hours at the show walking around, and then your ass leaves, goes back home, or goes and whatever you're gonna do. When you've been in the show, you're technically there all weekend. You're there before doors open. You're there after doors are closed. You're in the atmosphere the whole damn time, and you get to check other people's stuff out, and you get to walk the show before the show's even open. Before the general public comes in, you get a chance to walk around. Maybe you can buy something before anybody else gets a chance to buy it, in the sense of the general public. I love going to the shows just to walk around and talk to people. Yeah, I mean, the conversations and all that good stuff that you do at the shows is pretty boring. Man, the flea market shows are cool. You can buy anything. Yeah, we love the flea market stuff. Actually, if you go back on our channel, I've actually done a couple of flea market videos here in the past month or two. I grew up going to flea markets a lot with my dad, because my dad's just one of them type of guys. He likes flea markets, garage sales, estate sales, stuff like that. So I always grew up doing it. Here recently, since we've moved and we got a little bit more time and stuff, we've been going to more flea markets. And Canton, one of these days you need to come over to Canton, Michael. Canton, Texas, the world's largest flea market. First Monday. The weekend leading up to the first Monday of every month is when they have it. They have it once a month. And it is fucking crazy. Excuse my language, but it's fucking crazy. I didn't go for a whole day. I went for about 6 hours. And I seen about 7% of it. If that. It is cool to be on the selling side of the table. Been a few times to get some to hold a reptile for the first time and ever see fear turn to a smile. Yes, it's one of the It's one of the best things. It's one of the most rewarding things that can happen is getting people over that hump and that fear, that stigma or whatever you call it, about the reptiles, about snakes and stuff like that. It's one of the best things ever. We've sold a lot of snakes. I would say several, probably 10, 15, 20 snakes to people buying their first reptile, first snake, you know. And that is one of my favorite things, yeah, for sure. Buy anything. Can't, I'm going to check it out. Yeah, definitely check it out. You can look it up on Google or whatever, you know, Canton, Texas. You can go back on my channel a few weeks ago and see one of the videos I did. I did a little video. I didn't, like I said, you can see that we barely seen a small percentage of the stuff. We was on the animal side of it. We was actually on the animal side. It's called Dog Alley, and we didn't even see all of that side. And then apparently there's a whole nother side with, of course, all the antiques and other stuff that you can sell at. They had tools. They had, man, fucking everything, bro. It was crazy. Really crazy. And I grew up close to here. You know, I grew up close to it. It's about 2 hours from us. If that, yeah, an hour and a half, 2 hours from us. And I never went growing up, so kind of surprising. My favorite thing is informing the young kids and letting them see what it's like to hold one. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the kids are the main thing. I say the main thing, but the kids are one of the main things because, you know, they're the next generation coming up, and they're the future of the hobby of America, technically, you know. So, like I said, I'm just an animal person in general. So, I love kids loving animals. And I hate the stigma of the snakes, reptiles, all that, you know. The only good snake is a dead snake. I fucking hate that shit, you know. How stupid would someone, what would you think of someone who said that about only good dog is a dead dog? You would think they was fucking mentally not okay, you know. I've had customers turn into friends. They continue to buy from me to this day. It's very cool to know someone have 10 plus snakes from me, some breeders and some pets. Yeah, for sure. And as a thing too, you know, when you start going to the shows or you start hanging out in the community, you're gonna build relationships and have friends and you know, just that. You know, you're gonna have customers turn into actual friends and people that you talk to regularly because they bought animals from you. And then, you know, eventually you're gonna see grandbabies and stuff like that, babies from the snakes that you sold them, or animals, not just snakes, of course, geckos and stuff like that too. So definitely one of the rewarding things too is having the friendships and stuff built over one common interest, you know, can turn into, you know, an actual friendship, you know. That's what we do when we go to shows. We enjoy the atmosphere and we make sure we pick up everything to help the vendors, even if it's not tortoise related, like supplies and other things. Right, yeah, that's it. Yep, that's right on the money too. You know, the atmosphere of it, people, yeah, I mean, even vendors who sell stuff that we don't work with or stuff like that, you know. We go to some shows. I buy my seasoning from one of the shows, you know. It's a cooking seasoning that I love to cook with. 3D prints, supplies, feeders, even people who sell stuff that we don't really work with or have. I still generally like seeing their animals, talking to them, you know, if you get the chance to talk to them about anything, you know, learning, you know, you can still learn about, like I say, I'm just an animal lover in general, so. Love seeing the kids' eyes light up and big smiles when they see the snakes. Yeah, the kids are one of the most rewarding things too. I love seeing the kids line up, and so I agree with you on that for sure. We go to support the vendors. We don't leave until we buy something. Well, and that's another thing too. You know, that's how. If everybody helps everybody, and then like I said, small business owners. So I'm a big advocate for small businesses. You know, I say this jokingly, but of course I am the same way. But I say this jokingly, but I fucking hate corporate America. You know, all the big companies and shit that run America. I don't fucking like it. You know, I'm not trying to make anybody mad or anything like that. I know it's just the way it is, but I'm a big proponent on small businesses. Even if you gotta pay a couple dollars more, so I can support local businesses, and little stuff like that helps. You know, when you go to the shows and stuff, a lot of those people, like I said, it's a side business for them or whatever. Even if it is just a hobby, the little bit of money that you spend with them helps, and helps them continue to do it, helps them everything. You know, it just helps. You know, money may not be the factor, but it sure fucking helps. You know, people like that are like people that don't like bacon. People like that are like people that don't like bacon. I have no reptile friends. Everyone around me is scared of snakes or just don't like them. It really gets me depressed. Well, see, Michael, you just gotta have the right friends, you know. One of these days, if we meet or you keep hanging out here on the channel, we'll technically become friends, you know, until we actually meet and talk and hang out face to face. But I know what you mean, you know, because like I said, there's not a whole bunch of people not any people in my family that really like them, you know. I moved back to my hometown. I have cousins and all that stuff. They've never been inside this room, so and they don't really care to, you know. They've been in my house. They're not walking in here because they don't want it. They don't like it, you know. So I just call them. Well, I guess I can't call. I can't say what I call them, but you know. I don't want to get canceled out here on YouTube. Support is important, yeah. I mean, support everybody. Everybody just helps everybody a little bit, you know, here and there. It adds up, man. Support is the main thing. Like I said, small businesses, you know, no matter what. Even if you can't buy something from someone, you know, you can share their post or like their post, engage with them on, you know, stuff, you know. Sounds like Michael needs to move to Texas, huh? Well, I have said this too before. So I agree with Russell, you know. I mean, for one, well, I always tell people to move to Texas, you know how it is. I'll never leave Texas, probably ever in my life, but if I ever did leave Texas, I would move to Florida. I think it'd be the only other state I'd move to. I mean, I love other states. I love America, but I think Florida would probably be the only other state I move to. I know it is because I've said it several times, so I wouldn't go anywhere else. All leopard tortoises come to my table, support me. Just kidding. You have some cool tortoises. Yeah, y'all gonna make it, Leo and Marty. Y'all gonna make it to wait. Yeah, Austin. Yeah, Austin. I was gonna say McQueenie. Austin this weekend. Leander. Like passing it forward because we all need the help for all the upcoming reptile keepers. Yeah, that's for sure. You know, he paid things forward, tried to help here and there. There's a rat still in one of those tubs over there. But yeah, just paying it forward, supporting everybody, trying to pay it forward, you know, in the sense of it, because a lot of the stuff that we have in here, you know, wouldn't be possible without help from a lot of our friends, like Marcos for one. He's helped us out tremendously. Probably wouldn't be where we're at today without Marcos. And several other friends that's just help, you know, when it's a community, when everybody helps and supports each other, it just makes the struggle that much fucking easier, you know, of course. Michael said, I'm ready. I want to visit Florida, but I don't want to move there. Yeah, I would definitely want to visit. So I will say that, let me say that I want to visit Florida for a good week or so. Like I said, I'll never leave Texas anyway, but I could definitely, I could see myself moving to Florida. But y'all have a lot of animal laws too. Y'all have a lot of animal laws. Like Tino right here, getting him some heat. I couldn't have him in Florida. You believe that bullshit? Mark's like, yes, I 100% agree to pay it forward. Try my best to be there for as many as I can. Yeah, Marcos is one of the best people that we've had in the fucking community, in our lives in general. But definitely in our lives in general, and then definitely in the community. When you get friends like that, it makes it so much easier in the help, and kind of gets you in that spirit too of paying it forward, like y'all are talking about. You know, when someone helps you or does what they can, it kind of motivates you to do the same thing, so you can get into a position to just help. You know, sometimes it could be help that's, you know, whatever little bit of help it's help. You know, no matter what. You know, obviously not just money. You know, it's everything that goes. You know, fucking lending hands when you need it and stuff like that. You know, mental support, physical support, financial support. It all fucking adds up. Every little bit. That appreciative, but whatever. You know, because we try to remember everything. Yeah, I used to have a Tegu. They have some crazy laws here. Yeah, it's the only bad thing about Florida. Y'all got some fucking crazy ass animal laws. Hey. Can I see what your favorite ball python you have is? Oh shit, Michael, don't put me on the spot like that, dog. My favorite? I just picked up a rat too. She's definitely one of this lighting probably ain't gonna make her look that great. Pastel Banana Mojave Hypo female. Yeah, the light probably don't make her look that great, but she's beautiful in real life. I don't know what she looks like on camera. Butter Fire Hypo. The same thing. She probably don't look that great on camera, but I like how you said ball pythons. I could show you a couple other snakes that I really like, but they're not ball pythons. Man, I wish I had the new clown. I wish I had the new clown that we got, but I think she ate. I fed her earlier. Let me see if she ate. Nope, she didn't eat yet. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. There's a little rat right there. Eat that motherfucker, girl. You're right. Help isn't always money. Help comes in many forms. Heck, it can be a smile, handshake, or a hug from a friend. Maybe all of the above would change your day. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You know, the little stuff, it just adds up, man. It goes a long way, you know, for someone who's, you know, appreciates that type of shit. You know what I mean? And we're one. I'm one of those people, and my wife is too. So, and that's why we tell people in some of my videos, we'll tell people, hey, y'all coming to the show this weekend? Y'all just come by and see us, talk to us. You know, just come by and talking to us. Just, you know, it just makes the fucking day. You know, you don't have to buy one of my snakes. You know, she's beautiful. I don't know which one you're talking about, but yeah, that's beautiful. Healthy girl. I can come get that cord out of the way tomorrow if you want. I have hookups to put it up. Well, actually, like I told you, Russell, I'm going to actually move this one, so I appreciate it. Marco sent me the link. I still ain't ordered them yet, Marcos. Well, he sent me the link to the same type of lights. That's what Russell and his wife, Jennifer, hooked us up with. But Marco sent me the link. We ordered the light switch, so it plugs into the light, and that light, just like that, it plugs into the light socket. Marco sent me the link, so I'm gonna order those. It's the same type of light. It's just gonna be able to go to that light socket, so the cord is up out of the way. I like this cord being longer because it's gonna help me in my fucking rodent room. Because I'll need a long cord. I mean, I could do the same with the other ones I order, I think, if they have the long cords on them. But this cord being long, I could put it in the middle of my rodent room and then run it to the extension cord because I don't have no electricity ran to my rodent room as of right now, you know. I will do it in the future, but right now I have fucking extension cords going out to it. Another stunner. I like rat snake. Yeah, some of the rat snakes are badass, dude. Nice animals. All leopard tortoises. Appreciate it. That's sick. Love it. Yeah, that clown's badass. We actually picked her up in St. Louis, Missouri. Wow, freaking gorgeous. That last clown I showed y'all probably couldn't see on camera. I don't mean to shake the camera so bad. Y'all probably couldn't see it on camera, but she is fucking badass. She is wicked. Things just got live. I love eye candy. Hey, work. Feed on your own time, LL. Shit, that's never ending. What are you talking about? Marcos, you've been proud of me today, boy. I fucking cleaned every single one of my rat tubs and fed. Shit. Probably fed more than 100 snakes today. Shit, if I had to go count everything, this fucking, the little snake, just the little snakes. That's fucking like over 60 or 70 of them I fed right there. I probably fed 150 damn snakes today. A couple of them obviously didn't eat. There's a couple little ones I know that haven't eaten either. I would go this weekend, but we are doing Mary and Joseph. Oh yeah, it's the church, yeah. You was talking about that earlier, yeah. That's for sure. Visiting with customers and friends is a fun part of shows. Selling animals to help pay the way. Fellowship really makes it fun. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I would pull out my big bull snake, but I just fed him earlier. I'm gonna pull out one of my little ones. Give y'all a little bit more eye candy. Oh, I think she's going in the shed. Hey! Where? Oh, I think she is going in the shed. You're alright. You probably can't see it on camera. I don't know if the lighting is that great. What are you hissing about, girl? Y'all look at that tail back there. I don't know if y'all can see it. See how it's washed out back there? The light. Chill out, dude. Can y'all hear her hissing? I really like the bull snakes because they sit there and look at you. You can see them thinking, you know. Oh shit, y'all! My phone's fixing to die. We on 5% battery, folks. Should have brought my charger. Yeah, she sounds pissed. Yeah, she always pissed. But it's all hiss, no bite. I'm gonna say this, and I'll probably get bit next time I get them out. But they've never bit before. I love my bull snakes. They're probably one of my favorites, even though they can be a little feisty. That's badass. Yeah, the bull snakes. I have a few of them. They're probably some of my favorite snakes. Out of the fucking 300 that we have in this room, the bull snakes are technically one of my favorites. We did go to Seguin Saturday to a rabbit show. A rabbit show in Seguin. Marcos, tell John he missed out. A Holland Lops rabbit. The show to support the youth. Show rabbit. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. If we still live there, you know, Leo, Marty. Of course, we moved back to East Texas now, but we did used to live 20 minutes from Seguin, yeah. If we still lived there, we probably would have went too, because that would have been pretty cool. My pine snake hisses like that till he gets out and moves around some. Yeah, they're the same way. The bull snakes, people say they're mean or they have a bad personality, but they're not. They're all bark, no bite. At least I say that. But they're gonna get 7 foot damn long and fucking bite me around the neck. But alright, y'all. Like I said, my phone is, what, 3%. So I'm going to go ahead and kill it before it just randomly dies. I appreciate y'all coming on live. Of course, I think here in the future, we are going to be doing more lives. Trying to get more of the social media and stuff going back strong again. I say again, not like we ever had it strong, but we are going to do it strong. And then y'all stay tuned for one of the next videos, whether it's the next video or the video after that. Y'all stay tuned. 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We'll figure out something, what we're going to give away. Whether it's a ball python, a snake, of course, maybe a pair of snakes, maybe a breeding pair we might hook somebody up with. So, y'all stay tuned for that, you know, if y'all watch the videos. But yeah, 1,000 subscriber giveaway coming up. Have a good night. Have a good night. You had a great show. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all coming in, chatting with me, hanging out for the night. Everybody, y'all all have good nights too. Y'all stay blessed. And we'll see you on the next one.